I just finished up doing a Body Beast build chest. I feel like I am constantly doing this start over game. I don't know what it is, but there you go. Last week, I started to do my workouts. I ended up going to my mom's. I left Wednesday to my mom's, and I took my camera with me. However, I took the wrong charger, so I wasn't able to charge my camera at all while I was there. So I got no footage whatsoever. And I don't know what I did with my papers. So, I don't know. So I kind of felt like I was starting over in a way today, because normally the first time you do a routine, you'll be able, your weights won't be exactly where you want them, but the second time you do them, you're able to have a better idea of where you want your weights. But again, I don't know where my papers went. So I started over, and so I don't lose them again, I actually wrote them down in my binder, my little journal, so that way I don't have to worry about losing them again. So during our rest periods, I spent my time going through and quickly writing down everything. I'll probably do a voiceover for the actual workout in just a second, but I just kind of wanted to give you a little where we're at right now and what my goals are, and some different thoughts that I have. And so I've really been thinking, you know, I know that I'm not the only one that has this problem. Do you ever get to where you're like so motivated and so on fire that you're like, I'm gonna do this program, you get your food prepped, you get all ready to go, and then something along the way, you have a bad day. And then after you have your bad day, then trying to get back into the movement is difficult, because it's like, well, for instance, last week, it was like, my work schedule just didn't work out the way that I had wanted it to work with my workouts, and then it was just a crazy week. So I literally got 2 workouts in last week, and then I made an excuse when I got to my mother's house, and my excuse was, I don't have my camera. So it's kind of like, why work out if I don't have my camera? I don't know. Surely I'm not the only one that makes these excuses. And so it got me really thinking about, you know, when you decide that you want to do, like, get serious and do a prep, there's a couple of things that you really needed to take into consideration. One is going to be your time. Do you have time to do your meal prep? Do you have time to get your workouts in? Do you have time to do your cardio? I am doing the Body Beast program, but like I said, there's not a whole lot of cardio in Body Beast. So I am doing the Body Beast routines, and then I'm either doing my cardio in the mornings or I'm doing my cardio in the afternoons. It's gonna really depend on my work schedule. So usually on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, my daughter has gymnastics now from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. So with that being said, I'm going into work at 9:30 instead of at 8. So I will get my regular workout in the morning, and then in the evening, I'll do my cardio before I have to take her to gymnastics, just because it's only a 30-minute cardio, and then that still gives me time to get ready, get dinner cooked, and for us to get off and get going. And then on the days she doesn't have gymnastics, those are the days that I'm gonna be doing my workouts in the afternoons and do my cardio in the mornings. So again, because I'm gonna be at work at 8, I'm gonna get up and do my cardio in the morning. That way I don't have to worry about it in the afternoon. Maybe I'll change it. Maybe I'll do cardio in the afternoon after I do my workout. Like maybe I'll get dinner cooked and go in there. I don't know. But guys, this is my point though. You're gonna have to make the decision to sit down and say, okay, I got a lot going on. Am I really gonna have time to do this? Because it's not easy. If you're wanting to lose weight, I would highly suggest that you do the Body Beast program, but still try to do cardio, like I said, once a day, anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes, and try to make it more of a HIIT cardio instead of a steady state cardio. That way it's more of a fat burning cardio. And then Not specifically if you're just starting out, I would say only maybe like once or twice a week. But as you start getting your cardio built up and you start finding that you're recovering easier, because anytime you start a new program, you're gonna get sore. So if you're already sore, you're gonna have trouble in the first place just trying to find motivation to do your workout. So take it easy and slowly add more cardio to where you're doing cardio 4 to 5 times a week for about 30 minutes each time. Again, I wouldn't really ever go over 30 minutes for me personally. I just don't think there's any point in it if you're doing that, plus you're doing a good weightlifting program and you're really lifting heavy. And by heavy, I do mean some of the stuff that I did not use heavyweight per se, what somebody else might think is heavyweight, but my heavyweight might be like super heavyweight to other people. So again, it goes on you. Just listen to your body, see how your moods are, because if you're really doing too much, you'll find that you're being moody, snappy, super tired all the time. I went through that whole transition because I went for so long without really working out. So once I did start working out again, I really struggled with being tired all the time. Literally all I wanted to do was just get off work, take a nap before I had to get my kids from school, or take a nap before I had to take them to gymnastics. I mean, it happens to the best of us. So I just wanted to really get that out there. It is very time consuming, guys. And again, you can make an excuse for anything in the world if you want to. I can't stop you from making excuses. I hear it all the time. I don't have enough money to eat healthy. I don't have time because my kids do this and my kids do that. Well, guys, my kids are super busy too. Like I said, my daughter, my little 8-year-old, she's in gymnastics 3 times a week. She goes from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. She's in school. I work full time. So it's really just a matter of trying to figure out when can you find some you time. And when I say when can you find some you time, it's not just you time to go work out. It's also you time to meal prep, to get a little bit of self-discipline to where you can just really focus on you and be able to have that. Today, you saw Peyton Joe kind of joined in. And that's another thing, guys. You know, it can really mess with your head if you're used to going to gym and you have your headphones on and you don't listen to anybody. You can really get in the zone, but like today I found that I had to keep telling her, Peyton, just don't talk to me. And it's not that I'm trying to be mean or that I don't love her or that I don't want to be with her, but she needs to understand that, you know what, mommy puts a lot of time aside for her, but during that 30 to 40 minutes, that's mommy time. And you know what, sometimes that's all the mommy time I get. I mean, I'm just saying, moms out there, I'm sure you can agree with me on that. It's like if you go to the bathroom, they're right there with you. Mom, as soon as you close the door. So I do have 4 kids that are still living in the house with us. And like I said, we've got them, they play basketball. So you have to get them to practice. My husband plays basketball. His city league starts back up this week. You know, it's just like, I can make excuses. I really can. But it's harder for me to meal prep and to get my workouts in. All of that's equally difficult. So if you find that you struggle with that, guys, it's totally normal. Just don't let yourself get in the sad mood or the depressed mood to where you mess up one day for I'll tell you my side story from last week of why I kind of went on a and this is why I'm saying, guys, we all go through it, but you have to snap out of it. I had meal prepped all of my food for last week. I was set, ready to go. I had everything planned out, my macros. I had recalculated them. I was doing great. And then all of a sudden I got a phone call one day that said, hey, we're taking all the executives over to Olive Garden today at 12 o'clock. Well, I am always late to everything. So I'm late to Olive Garden. As soon as I get there, they're already ordering. So here's the problem. You sit down and you look at the menu and you're like, ugh. And then you just pick the first thing that you see. So immediately I pick pasta with shrimp and then the garlic Parmesan sauce. No big deal. Yeah, it's a lot of carbs, a lot of calories, whatnot, whatever. Well, then all of a sudden we get done eating, we're fixing to leave to go back over to work, and our boss goes, does anybody want dessert? And I'm like, I really do. Me. But I'm like, no, I don't want dessert. I just totally blew my macros for the week out. No. Well, then she's like, peer pressure, and she's like, really? Nobody's gonna get dessert? So then I kind of felt like, all right, Miss Rhonda, I'll get dessert. So what do I get? I get a freaking dessert. I get the black tie mousse cake. I got it to go. I didn't eat it right there. And I knew I still had to go do legs that day after I got off work. So I get back to work and I'm doing all of my macros into my little app that I have. I've showed y'all my app before that I use. But anyway, so I'm logging it. I about fall over and just about pass smooth out. So the shrimp pasta that I had alone was 1,100 calories. Like 117 grams of carbs. Then all of a sudden you enter your black tie mousse cake, that's 77 carbs, and that was 770 calories. I about fell over. So needless to say, I also had to input my one stupid breadstick, which was 150 calories. Then I had to enter my stupid salad, and guys, don't get caught up in that. I had a salad. No. What did you put on your salad? Because you might have just been better off eating yourself a double cheeseburger than eating the salad that you just consumed. Needless to say, I was very depressed about it. And I gave my food to my assistant and I told him he could just have it. I didn't give him my dessert though. I still took my dessert home, and as I sat in bed telling myself, Casey, you fat lard, do not put that into your mouth. Guys, I know I'm not fat, but this is how I talk to myself. So I'm like beating myself up over it, and I still ate the stupid thing. So then what happens? You go in like a carb coma and you're so tired and you feel like I forced myself to eat the stupid cake. I was full after half the cake, but I kept eating because you don't want to waste it, right? And it's your only one, and you keep telling yourself, well, I'll just cheat today and then I'll get back on track tomorrow, so I better do it all today. Well, then you just overindulge. Needless to say, total sugar karma. Sugar, that was my mom. She messed me up. Sorry, my train of thought. But a total, ugh. So I took a nap. I forced myself to get up and I went to gym and I did legs and I beat the crap out of myself, and then I couldn't walk for 3 days because I took so much aggression out on my legs. I literally couldn't walk for 3 days, barely. I looked like a little old lady that needed 2 knee replacements. It was sad. Long story short, I let it get to me. I let it ruin my entire week because I kept saying, well, I've already ruined this week. I'll start fresh Monday. Guys, it's hard. I know. Seriously, it's hard. But just try not to beat yourself up about it. And I am telling myself this as we speak because it's something I need to hear too, because I do beat myself up a lot of times. So just remember, guys, we all have bad days. You're gonna have it. Just try to make sure that you have time to do your workouts, plan your schedules. If you have to have flexibility just like I do. I have to know what my schedule is, and then I have to work my workouts around it, just like you would have to work out anything that you have for your children. If they have a competition coming up or they have a soccer practice or whatever it is, you're going to rearrange your schedule to make sure that you can get them to what it is that they need to do. So it's no different, guys. Have that same self-love for yourself and be able to say, you know what, I have to be at my practice in the gym and I have to be there at this time. Make time for yourself. I think a lot of times we get so caught up in social media and stuff or TV, that time could have been used in the gyms. And like I said, guys, I have to tell myself that because I am preaching to the choir right now. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna do a voiceover for today's workout. Again, I've already kind of done a whole review over this actual build chest and tries routine, so I'm not gonna go into too much depth into it. Like I said, I'll give you more information next week because I'll actually be able to see where I'm going with my weights, where today it was just a shot in the dark. I think I did pretty good on my weights, but anyway, I just kind of wanted to give you that little spew that if you're deciding that you really want to get serious, guys, you have to make you time and you have to be prepared to have failures because you are going to fall off. You are going to mess up, but just remember that it's okay that you messed up. Just get back up on the horse and get back at it, and don't lie to yourself and tell yourself you have to wait until next week to start over because you've already blown this week out. You have to be able to say it's one bad day and then get back at it the next day. So I just noticed I had my tape still on my finger. I cut my finger and it kept opening and all I had was tape, so there you go. Anyways, I think that's it, guys, for the day. I'm sorry I got on my little soapbox, but I will talk to y'all tomorrow. I don't know what tomorrow is, but anyway, bye.
Bye.